guys, it's me, Sierra Railway. Welcome to Word in the Shop. Oh boy, it's been a while, huh? I don't really know what to say anymore. So, I don't know, how's everybody doing? I hope you're good. Alright, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that jazz. Well, let's get to discussing the machine shop these days. Well, got the number 22 running again. It says 18 on the tender because that's the Locomotive's tender that it's borrowing. Locomotive number 18 is being worked on right now. I should have it done about a week after Christmas. I'll wait to open my presents, even though I was the one who picked them out. And yeah, here's the number 2, as reliable as ever. This is a blast from the past. This is the standard station module. This is the very first module I ever videotaped on my channel. So, I'm rebuilding it. As you can see, all of the original track has been torn out. And if you look here, you can see the roadbed marks, the original right-of-way. But I'm not going to utilize them anymore. I got to make everything perfectly scaled. I made the sidings longer. Here's the main line right here in the middle. And you can see my drawing for the speeder shed and the little mini turntable there. It's all going to be code 55 rail on that siding, because locomotives really aren't supposed to be on it, much less any cars. Just speeders. Remember how I never built the standard station? I'm about to do it. As soon as I get some little wood from Christmas, I'm going to start making the frames for it. Get up some diagrams, and then I'm going to start making it. The main line is the most completed track. I would go further. I have some rail right here, but what good does that do me if I don't have any frickin' roadbed? Number 3's back there on the siding, but yeah, she was the very first piece of rail equipment to run on this module again. I'm going to say it's been over 4 months since I ran anything on it. Since then, it's been running away outside without a frame. Yeah, so I rebuilt the frame out of 2x2 timbers. Put some good supports in it for the warp. There's some bad warping in it. It was warped so bad that on the grade, you can see these screws here, right? I had to put a beam between one of the supports in order to level it out. It worked better, but there's still a bit of a grade there. It's not as bad as it was, so I'm going to leave it. Alright, how about we get something running for you guys? Alright, first things first, we have to remove the cap from the stack and flip it back over. There we go. I do that every night when the 3 goes to sleep. I want my operations to be as real as possible. Okay, here we go. Alright, yeah, here's the 3. As you guys may have noticed, I'm missing a bell. And you want to see where that bell is? There's the bell. It is only a bell, no bracket or anything. And the reason for that is the bracket that was holding the bell, it broke. I got a new bell, but I want to be traditional and wait to open my presents till Christmas, you know? Otherwise it's not that much fun, you know? Okay, and here's another project I finished. Sierra Railway Combine Caboose number 9. You guys saw that a while ago. It was in the wrong color, and only half of it was finished. Now the whole thing is. So, yeah, the caboose is finished. And the only difference between each side now is the railings. I actually got the railings on one side and not the other. haven't done that other side yet. Yeah, the caboose is great. The only problem is, I mean, this thing is not to scale, and the only reason why you can tell, really, is the windows. There's supposed to be at least 6, and they're spaced too far apart. I don't know. I was thinking, since I got some styrene now, I'd cut the old ones out and put some new ones in. Okay, yeah, so that's caboose number 9. Alright, here's Blackjack Hopper number 113 from, obviously, Sierra Railway. This thing is entirely scratch built out of styrene, and it has metal trucks that I'm going to say are from Bethlehem Car Works out of Walthers. That's where I found them anyway. Yeah, the car it came out pretty good, but my first attempt at building this thing was a while back, and the car was too damn narrow. It was like narrow gauge, and I wasn't very happy with it, so I salvaged what I could of the sides and rebuilt the whole thing. And I like what I came out with the second time. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Even Jack Burgess said he liked it. Alright, so that's Blackjack Hopper number 113. Okay, fellas, here is Combine Car number 5 from the Sierra Railway's Angels branch. I got this in a kit from Locomotive car kits, and I actually got it for a pretty good price. About $15. Yeah. I fixed it all up and got it done probably in a day, and that's when I put up that one video with the Quigley Down Under's music in it, you know. But at the time it wasn't painted, alright? I got it painted in its original Pullman colors, which it should be painted today. The only thing is I don't have any lettering. Now, with any extra money I get for Christmas, I'm going to go and buy out some lettering, because I got to do the number 2 finally. I haven't done that. It's only got a big number 2 on it. Anyway, yeah, so I need to put Sierra RY period on the name boards on both sides, and then the little 5s. Okay, as far as I know, this is a scale model. It's pretty much the same length as the roundhouse cars, you know, that they make now. You can get this particular car in the 4-car set, but you can't buy it by itself. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure this car is scale, though everyone seems to prefer the West Side brass models. I don't know how scale those are, but apparently they are pretty damn good. So yeah, that's Combine number 5. Alright, here is the number 33 flatcar, also from the Sierra. Now, I scratch built this car entirely out of wood, so don't go saying it's plastic, or I will hurt you. The only problem with this car so far is only one of the actual trucks it had are done, and I scratch built them. Well, I kit bashed them from regular arch bar trucks. They're kind of hard to see in this lighting, sorry. But you can kind of see them there. There's some trucks like this at Railtown. So yeah, only one of the trucks is done. The other one is just a Fox truck. I have to replace it with the other arch bar truck that I have to kit bash. Other than that, this car came out pretty well. The one feature that I like on this car, really, is that, you know, it looks like rotted decking right there. Even though I kind of bent the timbers when I was putting them together, and they came out kind of crooked. So to straighten them out, I just made that section like that, you know. And then it ended up looking like there was some split wood in there. It's pretty cool. You can see all the way through the car. SP Films 4449 said he didn't want that when I make his flat car. And yes, guys, if you want to reserve, if you guys want to reserve me to build you one of these flat cars from Sierra or undecorated, I can do it. You will have to send the money ahead of time, and you'll have to give me your address by private message. No, I know it kind of seems like not a good idea to give people money ahead of time, and believe me, that is not a good idea in most cases, but for me, I don't have the money otherwise to build the car. It only cost me about $5-6 to make it. So, yeah. Since you guys mostly are my friends, unless I don't know you, then I will make you a flat car for what it costs to make it. Alright? Alright then, so that's Sierra Railway flat car number 33. Alright guys, that's my Sierra Railway caboose number 01. For some reason, Sierra prototypically numbered their cars O and the number. So, this one is 01. And right there, that's supposed to say SRY, right there in the side. This car is pretty much finished. I just gotta do the doors, possibly the interior if I want to take the damn body off again. I also have to replace the trucks with arch bars, high arch bars. They're a little different than the standard type. That's why I haven't done it yet. Yeah, that's number 1. By the way, I thought I'd tell you why this thing is finally up on the wall, and I'm not using it now. You can also see some of the old switches are picked off. I tried not to do that, but the standard station module is here first, and it needs some TLC right now, so I took a couple switches off. I'll replace them eventually. It's not like I'm just going to forget about this thing after I've worked on it for almost a year. So yeah, here's the Sonora station and everything, you know. I started building the freight house. I need more wood to finish it. It's going to be truncated, cut in half. And that kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Now, I figure you guys will want to see me run something a little more before I go. I've been yapping this whole time. So, let's go and watch the number 2 and 22 double head down these tracks here. The 3, I'm not so sure could work cooperatively with them, so I'm not going to put her in there. Alright guys, it is time to take a look at the new things I've added on to the number 3. Of course, there aren't that many, but she has enough to look good and keep me happy. The first thing, I really like this, is I put an actual moving cap on top of the 3 smokestack. And I made that. Nobody makes one as far as I know. That actually works. And pilot. I've had that pilot for a long time. Built it myself. Scratch built it out of wood, styrene, and metal brass strip. I will show you an interesting feature on it. Oh no, he's gonna break it off. Oh no! No, it comes off. If I can just get the damn thing off here. There we go. It comes off. I can interchange the pilots. I've got another one, you know, off my 440 locomotive that I'm going to use. I'm going to make it adaptable and put it on the 3. Yeah, so the pilot and the cap are the really only pretty interesting features on here right now. The cab is removable. It is slotted on there. It will not move unless I want it to. Now, this is a reconstructed cab. I don't know if I told you guys this. This thing is made entirely out of copper and styrene. Yeah. The sides, front, and back, well, I mean the sides, the top, and the back side are the only things that are copper, really. The front is styrene because it's too hard to put out holes in something like that. Okay guys, you may notice that the lead truck is missing. That's the part that I wanted to show you. Okay, here it is. Let me try to focus the camera on the damn thing here. Alright, so what I wanted to show you is the 3's new lead truck. I pretty much copied it off the Mantua lead truck that came with the 3. Except it is a scale version. It's still 1 to the 76 scale, which the Mantua number 3 is. But I've scaled it to the 1/76th. This is how the number 3's lead pilot truck actually is put together. I've got everything, well, most everything on it except for the rivets, but I'm not going to do those. Yeah, you can see through the whole thing. Now the main reason I did this was so you could see through the truck, now that you can see through the 2 girders right there. So yeah, the 2 pieces right there, they used to be 1 single piece. I broke that off, decided it wasn't very realistic at all because there's no cover there on the actual number 3, so I just broke that off. And since I was doing all this, I decided to scratch build a little piece for the coupler. You can see the coupler socket. They used those on Shays and a lot of locomotives at the time, where they could actually take the coupler out and they could lower it. See there, that's why there's 2 spots there. You could also put in Lincoln pins, which are a kind of coupler that they use in logging railroads, particularly the West Side Lumber Company. What you do is you put in a drawbar and you put it in the coupler socket, you drop the pin, and you connect it to whatever car that you're connecting it to. Those are the kind of couplers that the Virginia and Truckee locomotives have, like the Inyo and the Dayton. That is also the kind of coupler that a lot of older locomotives, like the Jupiter and the 119, had on their pilots. You see that big drawbar that was lying down the center of it, you know. Yeah, so that's what a Lincoln pin coupler is. Alright guys, there was one more thing I wanted to show you. Not really show you, but I want you to hear it. It's the very first, well, okay, the second whistle recording I took on my trip to Railtown last weekend. Of the 3's whistle, I said I cherish this along with the other recording that you guys heard on my video. This one is what is known as the lost whistle, seeing as you guys will never hear it. I can't upload these sounds to the computer. It's only on my recorder.